So we announced a lot of things yesterday. Quite a big show for us. A lot of different products across a lot of different brands at Dell. So in no specific order, I can start with maybe XPS. XPS 13 was launched this year. It's a continuation of the product from last year. 3 big changes with this product. The biggest one is we moved the webcam back to the top of the display. So this is the product. Very much loved product, great reviews, customers love it. The only complaint has always been the webcam below the display.
Yeah.
Of course, we've now finally gotten the technology miniaturized to where the camera can be 2.25 millimeters in size, really, really small. We've now moved that back above the display, so that's the most significant change. So that should solve one of the biggest pain points for that product. We're also launching a new color for this product. So we still have the traditional platinum silver and the black carbon fiber inside. We have the same color we launched CES last year, which is the rose gold with the white interior. Now we have a third color that sits between those. It's a new white interior that's even brighter white than before, and it's this new frost exterior. It's like a silver metallic color, but it's more white in color. So it's like a white silver. A really nice balance between the white interior, this white silver exterior. It's very neutral, sits right in between. It's not too masculine, not too feminine. It's a really phenomenal product. And then the third thing on the XPS 13 was the actual new generation of the 8th generation of the Intel CPU. So we've updated the CPU so it's faster than it ever was before. Still same great product, people love, very well reviewed, great performance. Webcams now adjusted back to the top of the product. Still has a great narrow border across the top enabled by the small camera and a great new color for that. So great XPS product this year. I can switch from there to an Inspiron 7000 2-in-1 we launched as well. We have both a 13-inch and a 15-inch. That product is really significant in that we really focus on understanding the needs of the customers for these products. One thing on a 2-in-1 product is pin input. Pin input is very natural, people love the pin input. 2-in-1s today have the challenge where most pins magnetically attach on the outside. We find that customers lose those a lot. When you put it in a bag, the pin will pop off, or it stays in the bag, or you actually lose it completely. The pins can be quite expensive, so losing those is a real frustration. We've designed the product now where the pin actually fits inside the product. Now this isn't a normal pin, a small diameter, one of these small little pins. This is a full-size active pin, very large diameter, ergonomic for best use for over a long period of time. Housed magnetically inside the product in the hinge. You can access it both in clamshell mode and in tablet mode. When you close it to put it in your bag, it's completely protected in the product. You can't lose it. It's a great innovation there. Great response for that innovation. It seems like a simple, very obvious answer. Nobody's done it yet. We're the first to put the full-size active pin in the product, so real successful. Otherwise, that product, it's new in all other aspects as well. It's a full metal product, it's aluminum, narrow borders on 3 sides, it's thin, it's light. It's a great 7000 Inspiron product, so that's going to be a very big one for us too.
We can see that gaming is increasing.
Absolutely.
With the pass of the days, with all these games like Fortnite and stuff. There is a lot of competition. How Dell is distinguishing from the competitors in the gaming industry? Basically that.
Good question. Dell actually has 2 tiers of gaming. We have Alienware, which is our flagship premium gaming brand. Below that we have G series. It's a G7, G5, G3, more of our mainstream gaming. Some great announcements this year on both of those products. So I will say on the G5 and G7, we launched both of those products this year. We have a G5 15-inch and a G7 15-inch as well. Quite similar products in that they have a similar configuration, similar performance. The G5 level product is a little bit lower cost. It has a plastic housing, so it's a little bit thicker in thickness, so it's not quite as small. The premium G7 version of that is all clad in aluminum. It's thinner. It's a much more premium looking product. Comes in some different colors. Both those products are really great products launched this year with the latest NVIDIA RTX graphics. Going to be very high performance, really great products, really clean design, so that's great for mass market kind of attach. Alienware is the big one this year. Huge announcements for Alienware, very significant. So 2012, Alienware launched a new product identity. We called that identity Epic. That's been very successful for us for the past 6 years. All the products, desktop, laptop, peripherals, displays have been in that language. Very successful. We found ourselves a couple years ago, the gaming market was what we call the sea of sameness. All the brands were looking very similar. So they're all dark in color, angular designs, bright red accents, all these things. The head of the Alienware brand, Frank Azor, came to us 2.5 years ago with a challenge. Show him what the future of gaming looks like. 20 years from now, what will the gaming industry look like? What will the products look like? My very talented designers went away, did a lot of work around this, a lot of exploration, different markets, different kind of adjacent industries between, architecture and fashion. We looked at a lot of different places, including a lot of sci-fi culture, because it's a very sci-fi inspired brand, of course, Alienware. Did a lot of great work, created a lot of different ideas. Eventually we settled on the direction that we now call Legend. That is the new visual direction of the products going forward. The first product we're launching in that new language, this new visual identity, is called Area 51M. Now, from this point forward, it's a very significant point of time. From here forward, every new Alienware product launched throughout this year and beyond will be in this new identity. So this is the first of a whole new generation, so everything's going to change going forward. This Area 51M is an amazing product. It's our flagship mobile desktop. Now we call it a mobile desktop because the idea of a desktop is fully configurable. You can exchange things, you can upgrade things, CPU, GPU, all different components. We designed this laptop to have the same spirit as that desktop. So it is a notebook, but you can change everything inside of it. So of course storage for your hard drives, memory for your RAM, but also the graphics is fully upgradable, and the CPU. It uses a desktop class socketed CPU. So you can actually take the product apart. If you buy a new CPU, latest generation, you can take the socketed CPU out, put the new one in, upgrade the product. So similar to a desktop, you can fully upgrade the inside of this laptop. Our flagship desktop is called the Area 51, based on this notebook being this highly upgradable mobile desktop. We named it the Area 51M to make that connection between the two flagship products. So the last thing to talk about is this incredible 55-inch OLED display for Alienware. So it is a large format gaming display. It's incredible. OLED is an amazing technology. The colors are incredible, the blacks, the contrast levels. It's 120 hertz refresh rate, so it's a gaming classic monitor, 4K resolution, but it is literally 55-inch diagonal OLED display. It's in this new Legend design language also, so it matches the Area 51M desktop. It's an amazing display. You have to take a look. The colors, the size of this, it's just an incredible display. First of its kind in the industry. Nobody's done a 55-inch OLED before, so it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Thanks for your time and thanks to explaining our audience in Vida Digital in Panama.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.